tell your secrets. All your words are safe with me. And I'm hugging you deep in my arm. That's the perfect place to be. And before you calm my storm, and agree to be my peace.
Ooh, you a fine ass old man.
I look like a Jonathan.
Let me see. Oh my god, I look just like my mom. What's good, YouTube, and welcome back to another video on our channel.
Yes, indeed.
Today we're doing something a little bit different. We did a poll on Instagram, and we had a poll to where we would either be doing the yes or no challenge or the truth about marriage.
Yeah.
And guess what won?
Yeah, I want to hear about marriage, of course.
So we're going to get into the good, the bad, the ugly, the nitty gritty, and the pretty.
Let's do it.
We wrote down a few things to kind of explain to y'all what marriage has been like for us. So everybody's experience with marriage is definitely different, but for us, we're giving you what we're experiencing, what season we're in, and how we're maneuvering, I guess, through those situations, or what we've been dealing with each other. All right, let's get to it.
Number uno. You have to be unselfish with your emotions and with your time. And I'll dive in a little about that. See, me, before I was with this lovely woman, I was just, one of them guys. I like to be by myself, all carefree, do what I want to do, But now, I'm still learning. Sometimes she gonna want personal time with you, want me to get off the game, want me to just tend to her and, just give her a piece of my time. And I ain't the best, but, you gonna have to share that time.
Here we go.
I'll read the next one.
Here we go.
Oh, these mine. Remember I wrote these?
Okay, we gonna just bounce off each other.
All
right. I wrote down, you definitely have to pray and cover your partner every day, because where there's a weak spot, the enemy will find it. Well, for me personally, the enemy tends to attack me a lot with my emotions and my thoughts, because I've always been an overthinker about everything. And we don't pray and we don't get in our word every day as much as we should, and that's one of our weak spots. And my weak spot is I'm very emotional about a lot of things, and he's very one of those nonchalant type of people that really, I wouldn't say he doesn't care, but it's one of those things where he's like, okay, like, you're taking this like completely overboard, and to me, it's not even that deep. If you really just sit down and just pray about it, and you come talk to me with a nice tone, we can get through it. But with me, I struggle with my tone. I struggle with just my emotions, with overthinking. And, it's like you can't make somebody do something they don't want to do, for one. But when you are married, your job with your spouse is to keep them covered and to keep them covered in prayer and to study the word, because I feel like I think without the word and without praying about things, people's marriages it'll end in divorce, and that's something that we really don't want, and we don't want to ever have to get to that route. So
I definitely say prayer is a big part, because you coming together as one. You bringing all your baggage, your partner bringing their baggage, and then splat, just a big bag of baggage,
a big bag of clothes,
and y'all gonna, depending on your situation, y'all might argue a lot, and that goes with communication, but when you are able to pray and have God in the midst of y'all relationship, that's gonna kind of help y'all see things differently together instead of y'all just bickering back and forth. Y'all can see it like in a different way,
Yeah, what he said.
Next thing I put was it ain't gonna be an easy ride to the sunset because it will always be challenges. And that's pretty straightforward. Like when you get married, you're hitching it up to ride it to the end.
Mm-hmm.
And there's gonna be some stuff. What road ain't got no pothole? Shit.
What road in Atlanta don't got no pothole?
Tire on the side. But you just gotta keep rolling.
Yeah, I think people have a really weird misconception when it comes to marriage, and they think that marriage is supposed to be like one of those things that's beautiful all the time, but baby, it's not. It's not. Marriage gets very much ugly. How often do you think we argue?
Let me tell y'all something. I don't like to argue, but I try to avoid it because I like to reason. If y'all know what that means, I don't like wasting energy being mad or angry when I feel like it's just something you can talk about. But I think we argued a few times because me, it take me a while for me to be like, but
yeah, he don't really argue.
Eventually we'll talk, and
I think I'm more the one always, being very combative because
she is a fire. And I'm a water.
He's still the water to my fire, but sometimes water does make the fire a little bit bigger sometimes. So
you need fire to boil the water though.
You is funny. But marriage is not one of those things that's beautiful all the time. It gets really ugly, it gets really hard. And that's something that we've been learning on our journey because neither of us has ever been married before. We don't have kids, and I'm grateful because child, what I be seeing people go through with their kids, ghetto. But yeah, we've never been married before, so this is like our first rodeo with each other, and it's really hard because he grew up way different than what I grew up, and trying to intertwine the things that I've learned and I've had to grow with over the years, and the things that he grew with and he learned over the years while he was growing up are two totally completely different things, and sometimes they kind of clash because it's like sometimes I'll be looking at him like, what the hell? And he'd be looking at me like, who the you think you is? But I'm her. Being married will literally show you parts of yourself you thought you knew. You thought you healed, but really just covered up.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is, baby, I used to have anger issues back in the day. And I took anger management, went through life completely just like so completely unbothered by a lot of things people did. Like I never really got angry that much. But when we got married, it was like kind of like leading up to us getting married. And when we got married, bro, my anger just like, it was a switch. It like came back on. It kind of, everything else that was in the way of my anger moved out of the way, and my anger was the thing that stepped forward because I thought I had it under control and I didn't. And I find myself like getting really, really pissed with him or getting really pissed with my family members. And for a long time, I didn't allow myself to even get like that. And I think marriage, you step into it completely naked, not knowing what's going to be brought out of you, or what's going to be presented to you, and how you're going to handle it. Because the way I used to handle things is not how I handle things now. And I ain't gonna lie, marriage is definitely growing me up in a lot of different ways, and it's showing me the potential I do have to be better. And definitely patience is something that I need. And if it probably was not for him, I probably wouldn't be as patient with a lot of things that I wasn't patient with before.
There you go.
You got nothing to say?
Nope. You're gonna learn the most about your partner, their patterns, their moods, everything you kind of ignore during the, phase, the puppy love phase, where y'all just, everything's like amazing.
Oh, that's you talking about the honeymoon stage.
And then, as time passed, you'll start seeing everything.
Y'all literally be like this with each other, like.
Yeah, like I never noted, like, one thing that I hate is like hearing like people chew when they eating. But like to this day, like she been better about it now, but boy, the girl eat like a cow, man.
Oh my God.
Chewing, smacking, all that, drinking the juice, smacking.
Man, when the food be good, it be good.
I just be over there cringing. And it's like little stuff like that, that you really start paying attention to, even like, you might go to the bathroom and fart. I'm like, huh? That's nasty. Like, I ain't never, been around a woman that farted,
You think women supposed to be cute and
I
cute
ain't
and all
even
that?
know women used to do number two.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. So people literally, this woman said, till this day, even with her husband, she said she doesn't fart around him. Girl, bullshit. Cause I'm not finna be, my stomach not about to be in knots or none of that, because I want to save your nose, or I'm just trying to be cute.
Mm-hmm.
You give me the real, I give you the real. I'm not finna be hiding no parts of me from you, because if I feel like I gotta hide parts of me from you, then it's something either you're doing to me that's making me not comfortable with you, or it's just something with me that I'm just not, ever gonna be comfortable with you doing around you. But fuck, I let it rip. Fuck.
Oh Lord.
And we ain't even finna talk about him passing gas.
All right, let's cut. Next question.
We've been married for only a year, but I've learned that the first 5 years are going to be hard because, okay, when we got married, we had just came back from Jamaica. I met his family, and we had a good time. But we came back home, and my question to him was, what's the issue with you not wanting to get married? His response was, oh, because I want to wait for the right time. And I'm the type of person, I'm like, if you want to wait for the right time, you're going to always be waiting for the right time, and you're going to miss your moment. And he was like, what was your response?
I mean, she was bugging me about it for the whole year, really. But it wasn't until like after the trip I was kind of thinking about it more. Sometimes I like overanalyze and think things and never really take the risk. So kind of, I just felt like, I forgot what you said in the car. And then I was like, fuck it. Let's do it.
He was like, fuck it, let's do it. So literally, what was it, the next day or like the day after that Thursday?
Yeah, it was like a day or two, something like that.
Yeah. I think we went the day not the next day, but the day after. And we went and got our marriage license. We went and applied for our marriage license. And I think did we get married in that same week? Or was it like the next week?
Probably like another week.
We waited the next week. We waited till that next Friday, and we went and got married on the 29th of December in 2023. And we had like his mom, my mom, his grandmother, my 2 nieces, and 3 of my friends. Oh, also my big sister Robinette and her man. Shout out to them. And really, we wanted to keep it like really small and intimate. Of course, we wanted our friends and stuff to be there, but I feel like, just me personally, and I've explained it to him, like, I don't want to spend so much money on a wedding. I don't want to spend like over $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 for a wedding, and then we end up getting a divorce probably like a year or 2 later, because we can't. It's like we haven't sat and had time to, really go through being married. So I was just like, shoot, we can just go to the courthouse. And that's what we did. And of course, when he was deployed, I wanted to plan a wedding, but I just felt like, we were going through so many things, and I was just like, we can wait till like we reach our 5 years. And once we hit 5 years and maybe 6 months or whatever the case is, then we can do our wedding and actually spend the money, because we would have been able to go through all the ups and downs of what it really is when it comes to being married for the first time. And being married for the first time it's nice in the beginning. It's beautiful. It's so like, I love you so much, and I'm just so glad we're together, and you're my favorite person, and you're this, and it's so beautiful in the beginning. But I think once you hit like a year, or once you hit like a year and probably 6 months, it get ghetto. And don't let you go through some financial problems. Don't let you go through some financial problems. That's when it really gets hard. And I can only give y'all, we can only give y'all, an experience of what we've been going through. On that slider again, okay. We can only give y'all an explanation of what we've been going through. Like, when you go through financial problems, when you going through like, you wanted certain things and your partner's not ready for certain things, or you just wanted certain things and y'all are not able to obtain it yet, or y'all not seeing eye to eye on a lot of things. Y'all bickering and bitching with each other about everything because he wants one thing a certain way and you want one thing a certain way, like, or he got certain traits that you don't like, that you want him to change, and he not moving quick enough for you, or you need to calm the fuck down because you doing too much, and he getting tired of your BS and he tired of your attitude. It's things like that. Like, I've been learning that within like the first 5 years of marriage, you're gonna go through a lot of crazy ass stuff. My mom is married, and she literally told me the same thing. My aunt's married. I have a lot of family that's married. I watch a lot of podcasts about, couples that are married. There's like everybody says the first 5 years of marriage, all you do is argue. It's either you arguing. Some things are beautiful sometimes. Don't get me wrong, there are good moments, but it's probably the equal amount of good moments there are bad moments. And sometimes in bad moments we win it. So I'd rather wait 5 years when we get over our hump and we really get to know each other and we really get to see each other really blossom before we have a big ass wedding. So
what she said.
That was a lot. I'm sorry. But I'd rather give y'all the truth versus just telling y'all some shit that's cute and sweet, because marriage is not cute and sweet. Marriage is a long ass process. And it gets very ghetto. It gets very ugly. Now, I'm not saying stick through the cheating. Some people do. Kudos to you, but I will not. Say what you want. Some people stick through the getting beat up stage. You hit me, I hit you. But we're not going there. So, and we already made an agreement with the whole domestic violence thing. We're not doing that ever. And if we ever get even close or something even happens, then we're going to have to take a step back. Because
Don't let anyone put their hands on you.
What he said. It ain't time to leave yet. One thing also that is very important in marriage, communication is very important. Very, very important. But being able to comprehend your partner and what they're trying to say to you, or you being able to explain or interpret, what you really need to get out so your partner can understand in a different way is very fucking important. Because and we have issues with my tone a lot, and sometimes I might say things that he is like, what the fuck is you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
He's saying that a lot, and it's like, it's because he's not understanding where I'm coming from. Well, like I said, we're two totally different people. I'm super outgoing and I talk with my hands and I'm laughing all the time. And don't get me wrong, he laughs a lot, but this is him 99.9% of the time. Just chilling. Can you breathe? Your nose stuff?
Yeah.
Oh.
I got allergies, y'all. My bad.
Oh, we're like, damn, mouth open. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Yeah.
Comprehension when it comes to explaining things to your partner, y'all just communicating is very important. And like yesterday he picked up his phone. I'm the type of person not the type of person, but I had to learn to be like, okay, when we open our eyes, we need to be praying and giving thanks to God, giving thanks to Jesus, because we would not be here. We would not have breath in our lungs if it was not for them too. So yesterday, I'm like, he picked up his phone and I'm like, did you pray? And he like, bruh, your tone, like, what? That's all he talked about is my tone. But this morning, I woke up, picked up my phone. He said, did you pray? Y'all notice the two different tones there? Yeah. Tones is very important, and it's really, I feel like, had I said it in the tone that he said it in this morning, it probably would have went completely different. But I said it in a way to where he just like, okay, I don't understand, like, why you coming at me like this? What's going on? Like, and when he said it back to me this morning, I knew completely what was going on. I knew what he meant. He was like, okay. So I immediately put my phone down, said a prayer for us, and we went on about our day. But if y'all want to know anything else about marriage that we did not touch on, let us know in the description box or let us know in the comments what y'all want us to go over when it comes to marriage. Granted, we've only been married a year and January, February, March, April. A year and 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, a year and almost 4 months. It's not the 29th yet. But a year and 3 1/4. A year and 3 1/4. But, a year is better than just 2 days or whatever the case is. Anything else you'd like to say? You want to read anything or talk about anything else?
Something to say for the guys. Just be open, man. Be open. If you really love that woman, be open. Tell her your darkest secrets, man. And, hopefully she does the same for you. That's gonna make y'all closer, man. And, just set goals for yourselves.
Tell them what we do every month.
Yeah, man. You got it, man. Just make sure you show your emotions too. Don't be scared to show your emotions.
And don't be scared to plan with each other. Like, make plans with each other. Like, every month we pick a day and we go out and go get some food. We go out to eat. And whether we're going to Chick-fil-A, whether we're going to Waffle House, whether we're going to Raising Cane's, wherever, we bring our journals, and we set goals for the month, set goals with each other, make plans with each other, and keep dating. Men, get in them cheeks as much as y'all can.
Oh, brother.
For real. Y'all need to be connecting as much as y'all can, because those moments make up for like the bad times. I promise y'all. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Ain't gonna lie. Do the math as much as y'all can, because not only is it fun, but it keeps y'all kind of like in tune with each other. Like, I don't know how else to explain it, but it really keeps y'all in tune with each other. Mm-hmm.
She said it, man. Connect them USB ports.
Yeah. So hopefully we gave you guys some knowledge about marriage and, just the things that y'all could be doing to kind of better y'all marriage. And just a little bit of tips, or, a little bit of advice. One thing that I can say for real, I think both parties should eventually get into therapy or some type of counseling or marriage counseling. Definitely do marriage counseling before y'all get married, though. But do marriage counseling. Do separate counseling for each other personally. You do counseling and she do counseling, and y'all do marriage counseling together, or just do some type of counseling, relationship counseling, whether it's with a church or just find a therapist or something like that. I don't have any recommendations on therapists, but I am going to tell y'all this. Get with a church home and y'all do marriage counseling with the pastors there, and just find a church home and become in tune with one another. Take marriage classes, whatever y'all got to do, because it's going to get hard. It's going to get rocky. And sometimes I be scared because I don't know what the future holds, because I can't see the future, but I get scared because sometimes we do argue, and sometimes it frightens me because I know me best, but he also too knows me best. So sometimes all he gotta do is just be like, look, just chill. It's gonna be all right. We're gonna be good. And then I'm like, all right.
And even if y'all argue and it get to the point where, like, it's like where y'all both tight and just need some space. Sometimes what I usually do, I like to just leave the room, maybe go somewhere else for a few minutes.
He loves
take a ride to the store real quick, come back, and then let the heat die down, and then just talk.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll be wanting to talk in the moment, but sometimes taking a break is definitely important. Or I just have moments when I'm not really in tune with him. I wouldn't say in tune, but I'm really not feeling him for the day. So I kind of just be like, I don't like you for the day. And I'm kind of just like, I'm not distant the whole day. It takes me about like 20 minutes or maybe like an hour. And then I'll go sit downstairs, write in my journal, go watch a movie, cry, take a nap, or go eat. And then I'm back in his face. Hey, but what works for you works for you. You ain't got to take my advice. Ooh, you ain't got to take my advice, but what works for you works for you. But this is what works for us. 1 year down, forever to go.
Mm-hmm.
And
slow and steady.
We hope you guys like this video, and hopefully some of the tips and some of the things that we talked about give you some insight and kind of help you when it comes to your marriage or your relationship. And hit the comments and tell us what you want us to talk about next, or what you feel like we missed. You got something to say?
Like, share, subscribe.
Comment. And hit that notification bell so y'all can be notified when we post.
Yes, sir.
All right, bye.